All right, I'm a complete idiot. So this module is just fine. And the reason that I was having troubles was I couldn't imagine that it operated at a higher frequency than it was, but it's 500 megahertz on the output on the mix, but the two are actually above a gigahertz. So you have like 1 gigahertz and 1.5 gigahertz that mix down to 500 megahertz. So yeah, so these two things are running at really, really high frequencies. So, and they operate just fine. So if I look at the output of this one oscillator, you can see that we're up here around 1.2 gigahertz. All right. And then if I go look at the output of the other oscillator, it is around 1.5 gigahertz. So 1.5 minus 1.2 is 0.3, and we are right at 0.3 gigahertz on the front panel. So everything is working fine. Shoot. I'm just an idiot. Well, not an idiot. One thing is the manual isn't completely clear. I did try to read through the manual. It's not really quite clear exactly which frequencies are being used, but it is something that is more than I expected. So this module seems to be pretty good. And if I take a look at the output, which is and the other thing is I couldn't use my oscilloscope to take a look at those other signals. They were way too high. So if I had a 2 gigahertz oscilloscope, I might have been able to see them. But mine tops out at 350 megahertz, so that's not going to work. All right, so we can go here and we can look at the middle one, and the middle one here is right at 300 megahertz, as it should be. And if I flip the switch, I can make it go lower, and I can make it go higher. So that's all working fine. Shoot. All right. Well, I mean, that's good news too. I did order some transistors that I don't need. Maybe I'll need them later. But I started, so the reason that I found it was I started testing those transistors in circuit, making sure that the transistor looked dead in circuit. And I was getting 0.7 volts on all the diodes in the transistor. So the transistor seemed to be good, which made me confused. And then I found out that the frequencies are something other than 500 megahertz, of course. Duh. All right, continue on my merry way here and try to figure out why it's unlocked and why it's giving us kind of a square wave instead of sine wave. So there still must be probably some bad capacitors in there somewhere that I missed. So anyway, got to dig through it some more. All right, wow, look at this monster. It's got a lot of stuff in it. Whoa. Yeah, I think this is part of the phase lock loop circuit. So, definitely some caps need to be replaced here. I'm going to replace these 100 microfarads. Interestingly, you know, they had different caps. It's not like HP where you just found a couple good caps and used them on everything. That's different than that different. They're both 100 microfarad capacitors, both about the same size, but that's a 12 volt, that's a 6 volt. But yeah, I don't know why they did that. And then they have these little no-seum 1 microfarads right there and there, and there's a ton of them on this board. These little tantalum 1 microfarads. And they were plastic 1 microfarads at a different board, and they were going bad. These probably are fairly decent quality, but it seems like I measured one of them that measured open, and I'm just going to shotgun it anyway. I think it's a smart thing to do, and it's not locking, so there might be something weird going on in here. And I don't know if I can get to everything, but I will try. So I went to the store, and I found some of these caps. These are what are these? 100 microfarads at 16 volts. And so they will go in there easily. And then I had a hard time finding, though, these little 1 microfarad tantalums. I didn't want to put tantalums back in there. I was going to try to put ceramics back in, make it more robust. And they did have, and I needed axial components, so you don't really get a good supply of axial things. But here's some axials, and they're little, like 50% larger in diameter, but I think there's enough room everywhere that these will work fine. I'm going to go ahead and measure the ESR of these ceramics and see what they look like. Yeah, 1.7 ohms. That's really good for 1 microfarad. Okay, so these are really good. Let me measure one of these in circuit, of course. See what he measures. That one measures open. How about this guy here? He's measuring 6 ohms. So these are going to be a whole lot better. And like I said, this one measured open. So yeah, I think we need to replace them all. So this is going to be a challenge, but what do I say? This is my hobby? Glutton for punishment, I guess. Anyway, it's a pretty little circuit. I've got all kinds of stuff going on in here. It's got a little board here suspended with some fish paper in there. This little board over here suspended with some, this fish paper underneath him. This little soldered can here. Some kind of oscillator. There's one of those Verisol opto resistors here. All kinds of funny things in this one. Lots of nice little inductors on the inputs here to get rid of the noise. Yeah, let's get to town. All right, there we go. Anything that's yellow has been replaced. So yeah, lots of yellow in there. Some yellow on this side. Yellow over there. Yeah, a lot of those little guys. I don't know if that's a problem or not, but it feels good to do it. So everything has been replaced on this unit. So the only thing that wasn't replaced was that capacitor. Can you see that? Can I point to it with anything? It's that one way down in there, and I just can't get to it. And he tests okay. So the only one that didn't get replaced is probably the one that's bad. But anyway, yeah, this wasn't as bad as it looked. Luckily, there weren't any buried down in there. They were on the top side. There was some that were buried down in here, but I just snipped them off and I rerouted them, put them up here up at the top. Luckily, there's lots of grounds to be found, and almost all the capacitors reference to ground. This was kind of an interesting little section here. These two capacitors are actually in series because they wanted to have a non-electrolytic capacitor here. Well, now they got one. So, yeah. Anyway, I'll pop it back in.